Hi. Um, so it's Wednesday. We have 2 more days of moaning. I've been trying to feel what I want to what what there is this morning in me that needs to be moaned out. Um, and there's something, but I'm having trouble figuring out how to talk about it. So I just decided I would just fumble in a video and see how that goes. Um, and I'll fumble and you see if you know what I'm talking about. And if you're here in real life, you could just tell me what I'm talking about, and then when we got to the place together, we will both know it. I don't know, does that work like this? Let's find out. So it has to do with longing and like wanting. Um which I think is not a bad thing, longing, and like having dreams and hopes and aspirations and goals, um and I think longing and wanting is uh, kind of like a element of appreciating and loving, right? Like, there's such a beautiful world, and there's so much potential in it, and there's so many things that I want to feel, and I have a really good imagination, and I can picture them, and they seem achievable, like they seem concrete and not that far away, and I want and I want to just be there, like I want to just like I'm here and I can feel that it exists somewhere in the periphery, like a world where I have grief lands and we all gather there and there's donkeys and someone's just baked bread and it's on a counter, and there's like um, paths and hammocks, and I do massage in tree houses. Like, that's a thing that could happen. Um, and that's sort of like a big thing, but there's also many tiny things that are like that are just like particles of longing that I kind of feel around me. Um, and so part of me wants to moan to them, like to call them in, come, like some kind of bird, some kind of like that's the jays in the spring when I was working outside. I got a whole new appreciation for the sound of scrub jays, which is piercing. It's like the most dinosaur-y kind of bird sound, um, and annoying if you're not in a place where you can hear that what they're doing is calling to each other. So like one screams and then another screams over there, and then they know that, and that way they have a map of where all the J's are, and they can come to each other if they need to. So part of me wants to do it like that for the things that I long for, which I long. Like I'll make a sound, and then you'll know where I am, and you can come to me. Um, One, and then another part of me wants to make it for the stuff that I have. Like I want to. It has been the case in the past that sometimes my longing for things and hoping for things has kept me from being in this spot. And all the spots are, when you arrive in them, are complex. When they actually show up, they are many things, and this is a spot that I've longed for. So part of me wants to moan as like a grounding exercise, and also sort of like a acknowledgement for all the times when I didn't fully inhabit the place that I long for, that showed up, in all of its complexity. So maybe we want to do that together. Like maybe take it. Maybe we could. I mean, shall we do this as if we were doing it together? Like I can lead it. I'll lead it, and as if we were doing it together. Okay. So let's take a minute, or like a few seconds, a moment, and just sort of like notice the things that for which we're longing. and if they have like something, if they're concrete, if they're like, you know, I'm longing for to visit my aunt in Nebraska again, whom I haven't seen, since before COVID, or if they're um, really inaccessible, like I'm longing to hold my dog, my beloved dog in my arms who died last spring. Like they don't have to be uh, achievable goals, like longings. They don't, like, just identify them. These are the things for which I'm longing. These are the things I'd like to call out to. Because I think you can call out. You can call out. You can call out to, when you're longing for creatures that aren't alive in this space, that doesn't mean you can't call out for them. It doesn't mean they can't call back, I think. Okay, so we'll take a minute and do that. Just all the things. And notice them, like, quite fully. Like, spend a minute with them. And then now let's, without setting that down, let's notice all the things, think about the things we have right now for which we've longed in the past, that we've longed for in the past. Like, I have a massage business that is working. I have this cat who's delightful. I've longed for both of those things, and I have them. What are some, so now sort of take a moment to notice all the things you've longed for that you, in the past, that you have. And it could be stuff like, I've longed for long hair. I decided I would grow my hair long. And I thought, I wonder when it'll be long. And now it's long. Okay, and now our plan is to make a sound to call the things that are not here to us, and to honor the things that are here. To to call the things to us that aren't here, and to really honor the things that are here and acknowledge our gratitude. We're acknowledging our wanting, our needing, and our gratitude, our having. Ready? Go. Doesn't have to be a beautiful sound. The J sound is crazy and startling, and J's come. Just has to be the sound for your thing, and I think they'll know it. Okay, you're a thing I've longed for, and I'm glad you're here.